For days, Jack stayed in his mansion, refusing to see anyone. He couldn't believe the girl he trained had rejected him. His driver tried to cheer him up, but the pain was too much. Meanwhile, Tony was not as rich as he claimed. He borrowed cars and money to impress girls. Amara didn't know this. She continued to believe she had found her dream man. Jack decided to focus on his businesses. He opened a charity foundation to help students. But in his heart, Amara's memory refused to fade. Tony's debt started piling up. He sold Amara's iPhone, saying he needed money for business. Amara began to suspect that something was wrong. One night, Tony was arrested for fraud. Amara was embarrassed and heartbroken. She remembered Jack and all the times he helped her without asking for anything. Amara went to the market to look for Jack. She saw him pushing his wheelbarrow, dressed in dirty clothes. She ran to him, crying. But Jack only smiled and said, "I'm busy." Amara begged to see him. He finally drove her to his mansion. She gasped at the gold walls and expensive cars. Tears filled her eyes as she realized everything he told her was true. Amara knelt and begged for forgiveness. She admitted she had been blinded by flashy lies. Jack listened quietly, remembering her rejection. Jack told her he had forgiven her but would never marry her. He said he had learned that love must be genuine from the start. Amara wept, but it was too late. Months later, Jack met Ifeoma, a beautiful doctor with a good heart. She wore simple but elegant clothes and loved him for who he was. They became close friends. Jack and Ifeoma started dating. She never asked about his wealth and preferred simple outings. Jack felt peace with her, unlike the tension he had with Amara. Amara tried to move on but struggled with bills and loneliness. She often thought of Jack, wishing she had chosen differently. But Jack was no longer hers to love. Ifeoma organized a surprise birthday party for Jack. She invited his staff and family. Jack felt loved in a way he had never felt before. Jack proposed to Ifeoma in front of everyone. She said yes, tears streaming down her face. Amara saw the photos online and cried alone. Amara wrote Jack a long letter, apologizing again and wishing him happiness. Jack read it but did not reply. Jack and Ifeoma prepared for their wedding. The event planners decorated with gold and white. It was going to be the wedding of the year. On the big day, Jack looked handsome in his suit, and Ifeoma's gown sparkled. Guests whispered about their beauty. Amara stood far away, watching from the crowd. After the ceremony, Amara walked up to Jack to congratulate him. He smiled politely and thanked her. She knew then that her chapter with him was truly closed. Jack and Ifeoma traveled to Dubai for their honeymoon. They took photos by the beach, holding hands. Jack felt grateful that he had found true love. Amara decided to focus on her career. She started a small law firm and worked hard to rebuild her life. She stopped chasing rich men and learned to value real love. Years later, Jack and Amara met at a charity event. They talked like old friends. The pain was gone, replaced by mutual respect. Ifeoma became pregnant. Jack was overjoyed. He promised to be the best father ever. Amara's law firm grew. She became one of the most respected lawyers in Lagos. Though she remained single, she was finally happy. Jack donated to Amara's foundation for young girls. She was touched by his kindness. They shook hands, smiling at how far they had come. Jack told his story at a youth event, warning young people about judging by appearance. His words touched many hearts. Ifeoma gave birth to a baby girl. Jack cried tears of joy. They named her Amarachi, meaning a God's grace. Amara saw the news of Jack's baby and smiled sadly. She knew she had lost something special. Jack loved being a husband and father. His home was filled with laughter. He was glad he had waited for the right woman. At a reunion party, Amara, Jack, and Ifeoma danced together. Everyone was surprised to see them so friendly. It was proof that wounds can heal. Jack looked at his wife and daughter, feeling blessed. He knew that money could buy many things, but not true love. Amara walked away into her own future, wiser than before. And life moved on.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next episode. And also tell us at the comment section which part of the story touches you the most. Only on Omalicha TV, where every story touches the heart. See you in my next episode. Bye.